Rob Adherence Perform, and welcome back to another video, guys. And in this video today I'm going to show you how to count your calories correctly and what you need to do to minimize the potential risk of underestimating your calorie intake for the day, because it's very common when we count or track our calories is that we underestimate our calorie intake and actually consume more food than what we are actually counting. And this could be a possible reason to why you are not losing weight, but we also have evidence-based research to show, that this occurs when we count our calories. So it could be a possible reason, guys, but let's get into the video. Now, the first and probably the most important thing that you need to do is to work out what your basal metabolic rate is, so your BMR. And this is essentially, how many calories you are burning per day based off your activity levels. All right, so I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. But disclaimer here, guys, this is an estimate, It's not a precise number on how many calories you are expending, because energy expenditure is very complex. There are many variables that affect energy expenditure, but this is a good start, We can work off this number, play off it, and see, can we lose or gain weight based off this number? It's a good, fantastic start. All right, link in the description for that, guys. So we have that number, that rough estimate of where our calorie intake for the day is, right, based on you as the individual. So we need some sort of software to be able to track our food intake, all right? So what can we do? We can use an app, or we can jot it in a book, Now, let's say an app-based approach will be a lot easier. So apps like MyFitnessPal, cronometer, Fat Secrets, these are things that can be used, to track your food intake. So as easy as that, guys. As you can see, it will track our food intake for the day. We just put our food in. So let's get some sort of software or a book that we can write down or track our food intake for the day. So once we have that sort of self-report where we can track and count our food intake for the day, what we're gonna need is weighing scales. Yes, you're probably thinking, Rob, I don't want to weigh my food, that's long. Well, sorry guys, that's part of the process, because sometimes when following the nutritional information of food, it's not always going to be precise. It's not always going to weigh the same. So what can we do, when we are weighing our food, is we can try to get that precise number when we put it in, to get a precise number of calories. And also what you can do on especially on MyFitnessPal, is you can create food and add the nutritional information of this food onto your database, So instead of getting some random food, some estimate of what food you're consuming, you can get the precise number of calories from that food you're consuming, because remember, guys, we don't want to consume too much. We want to consume the right amount of calories for what our goals are, and this will help with that. But it is still long, oh well, but it's part of the process. So now we have all that, what is a good calorie deficit based on what your goals are? And I think respectively 20% or less, of a calorie deficit for men and women, all right? And I say a percentage because the amount of calories that you will take away is going to be based off you as the individual, How many calories you're expending and how many calories you're taking in, it's going to be completely different to me, you, So 20% is a good, I would say, a fair recommendation. All right, I have done a video on this. If you want to go and check that out, I'll put the link in the description for you. And I always come back round to, can you adhere to your diet long term? Adherence and long-term success is what is going to sustain, and is what is going to help with that weight loss process. If you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. But if you are not losing weight, you are simply not theoretically in that calorie deficit, guys. It's that simple. So to conclude this, guys, and so you can simply estimate your calories precisely, is to work out your BMR, so your basal metabolic rate. Important, Have a calorie tracker, Jot it down in a book, all right? Weighing scales, so you can weigh your food and then input that data, into your app, your book, all right? And stay within that calorie goal based on you as the individual, how many calories you're consuming, how many calories you're expending. And if you lose or gain weight, adjust it based off what your goals are, guys. All right, and then as you start to work out how many calories you're expending, how many calories you're consuming, you can start to realize, okay, well, this is how many calories I need for me as the individual. Okay, and over time you won't have to track anymore because you'll know exactly how many calories you need to gain or lose weight. Interesting stuff, and and I personally believe it's important to understand that. It makes it easier in the future for you, okay, if you want to lose or gain weight. It really does, or even to maintain. Guys, do it. And these are these simple steps, and I hope they help you in whatever your goals are. If that's to lose weight, which is what this video is based off, or to gain weight. Really is based off you as the individual. Nutrition is individualized. Adherence, long-term success. Can you do that diet every day? Is it nutritious? Does it provide the macro and micronutrients? I say this in almost every video that I do, all right? Based around nutrition, has to be for you as the individual. Yeah. It does. I'll see you later, guys.